Welcome to English Tip by Tip. Respect the eagles, but protect your pups.
Did you know picking up an eagle feather in the US could cost you $100,000? Hey Anna, I found this beautiful feather on my hike. Isn't it a great souvenir?
Whoa, Mary. Put that back. If that's an eagle feather, it's illegal to own it.
Seriously? But I just found it on the trail.
It doesn't matter. Eagles are protected by the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act. Even possessing one feather can lead to a $100,000 fine.
$100,000. Okay, it's staying on the ground. I didn't realize they were that protected.
They are. They're our national symbol. And they almost went extinct once. We take their safety very seriously. Speaking of safety, you should keep a very close eye on your little dog, Bella, while we're out here.
Why? Is she going to get a fine too?
No, but eagles are apex predators. They've been known to swoop down and grab small pets if they're left unattended.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no feathers. And no letting Bella out of my sight.
Respect the eagles, but protect your pup.
Important. Why are eagles protected in the US?
Because they serve as a powerful national symbol and were once on the brink of extinction.
They represent American strength, freedom, and pride.
Many Native American cultures revere both bald and golden eagles as spiritual icons.
What happened?
While hiking, Mary found an eagle feather and wanted to keep it as a souvenir. Anna quickly warned her that under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, possessing even one feather is illegal and can lead to a $100,000 fine. After Mary put the feather back, Anna also cautioned her to keep a close eye on her small dog, Bella, explaining that eagles are apex predators known to snatch small pets. Mary decided to leave the feather alone and keep her dog within reach. Grammar tips. Gerunds as subjects. When you want to use an action, a verb, as the subject of a sentence, you must use the ing form, the gerund.
Example. Hiking is fun.
Exercise.
Answer.
Do you like hiking?
Yes, hiking is fun.
Why are eagles protected in the US?
Because they serve as a powerful national symbol.
What do they represent?
American strength, freedom, and pride.
What do they represent to many American native cultures?
They are revered as spiritual icons.
Welcome to English Tip by Tip. Would you rather?
Hey John, I'm bored. Let's play a game.
Sure. What kind of game?
A would you rather challenge. I'll go first. Would you rather travel to the future or the past?
That's a tough one. I think I would rather travel to the future, to see the flying cars. What about you?
I would rather go to the past. I want to see how people lived without the internet.
Fair point. Okay, my turn. Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal driver?
Oh, definitely a chef. I love food. But I hate cooking.
Good choice. Let's make it harder. Would you rather live in a house made of candy or a house made of Lego?
Haha, I would rather live in a Lego house. A candy house would get too sticky.
True, but you could eat your walls for dessert.
Maybe, but I'd rather have a roof. That doesn't melt when it rains.
What happened?
Mary and John played a Would You Rather game to choose between different scenarios. They talked about traveling through time, hiring staff, chef versus driver, and even living in houses made of Lego or candy. Grammar tips. Would you rather? A way to ask about someone's preference between two or more options. It is a more casual way of saying, which would you prefer? Or, what is your choice? It focuses on a hypothetical decision. Structure. Would you rather plus verb, plus option A, plus or plus option B, offering a choice, more used in spoken English. Would you rather plus verb, plus option A, plus then, plus option B, comparing A to B, more formal.
Examples. Would you rather have fame than money? Would you rather sleep in or wake up early?
Then in the answer, you can use then, even if the question used or to emphasize your preference.
exercise,
Answer. Would you rather travel by plane or by train?
I'd rather travel by train.
Would you rather live in a small town than a big city?
I'd rather live in a small town than a big city.
Would you rather cook dinner at home or order takeout?
I'd rather order takeout.
Would you rather work a job you love for less money than a job you hate for a high salary?
I'd rather work a job I love than a job I hate.
Welcome to English Tip by Tip. Friendship. US versus UK.
It was so good to see the London crew again last night, wasn't it?
It was amazing. Seeing them brought back so many memories. I realized how much I've changed. I used to be so shy. When I first started at London University,
You? Shy? I don't believe it. I didn't used to think you were shy at all. I remember you used to study in the loudest part of the library.
that's true. I used to love the noise, but now I prefer peace and quiet. Honestly, having friends to support me was the only way I survived those exams.
I agree. Did you used to feel stressed before every test? Because I certainly did.
Every single time. It makes me think. Now that we are working, would you rather go back to that student life or stay as we are?
That's a hard one. I miss the friends, but I'd rather have my salary now than the tiny room I used to rent in Camden.
Fair point. I'd definitely rather have my own kitchen now than share one with 6 people, like I used to do.
What happened?
Mary and John met with their old London crew last night. It was a nostalgic night full of memories. Mary reflected on her time at London University. She recalled being very shy and how she used to study in noisy places. They discussed how essential their friends were for emotional support during stressful exam periods. For sure, when comparing their past student lives with their current adult lives, they both preferred their current comfort and independence to their old student struggles. Grammar tips. Used to. Past habits.
To talk about habits or states that were true in the past but are no longer true today.
Example. I used to live in London, but now I don't.
Negative. US versus UK battle. US. UK. I didn't used to live in London.
I didn't used to live in London. I used to live in London. Traditional. I used not to live in London. Formal.
Winner. To avoid any confusion, didn't used to can be used anywhere in the world.
Check your understanding. Answer.
Are you ready? Let's check.
Who did Mary and John meet last night?
They met their old friends from the London crew.
How does Mary describe her personality when she started university?
She says she used to be very shy when she first started.
Where did Mary use to study during her time in London?
She used to study in the loudest part of the library because she loved the noise.
Why was friendship so important for Mary during her degree?
Because having friends to support her was the only way she survived the stress of exam periods.
Welcome to English Tip by Tip. US versus UK. Love my city.
Mary, you were born and raised here, right? As a Londoner, I'm used to the bustle. But New York feels relentless. Don't you ever miss a bit of quiet?
Not a chance. To me, the noise is the city's heartbeat. It's a total melting pot. But I have to admit, Anna, I'm obsessed with your afternoon tea culture. There's something so sophisticated about stopping everything for a proper cuppa and a scone. We just don't have that elegant pause here.
Oh, it's essential for the soul. Just like our cozy pubs and ancient buildings. In New York, everything is about the now. But I love how London breathes history. However, I've fallen in love with your rooftop culture. Having a drink with that forest of skyscrapers around you. Breathtaking.
Exactly. That's the 3 a.m. factor. If I want a cookie or a slice of pizza in the middle of the night, I can get it.
True. The underground definitely isn't an insomniac like your subway. But I miss the wild grass of the heath. Or watching the sunset in the autumn.
And that's why I love it. Nothing is soft here. I love taking the elevator up to a rooftop and watching the fall colors from above. London is a classic novel, Anna, but New York is a live wire. It'll always be my home.
What happened?
Mary and Anna are talking about the cities where they were born. Mary loves the 24/7 energy, the nonstop noise, and the modern skyline. For her, New York is a live wire that never sleeps. Anna appreciates the history, the ancient buildings, and the poetic softness of London's green spaces. She prefers the cozy charm of a pub over the frantic pace of Manhattan. Grammar tips. Using the with city.
Use the when you are talking about a specific city that both speakers know.
Example: I'm going to the city this weekend.
Don't use the when talking about the concept of living in a city in general.
Example: city life is faster than country life.
In London, the city, with capital C, specifically refers to the historic financial district, the square mile.
Check your understanding. Answer.
Are you ready? Let's check.
Where were Mary and Anna born?
Mary was born in New York, and Anna was born in London.
What does Mary love most about the atmosphere in New York?
She loves the 24/7 energy, the nonstop noise, the city's heartbeat, and the fact that it is a multicultural melting pot.
Which British tradition does Mary find sophisticated and miss in New York?
She is obsessed with the afternoon tea culture and the elegant pause of having a proper cuppa and a scone.
Please subscribe to the channel. Not to miss any tip. Please share it with your friends.